you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Jalen Johnson with the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. He's back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. All in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To the ground with Barkley. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Barkley. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Up to the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming. All right, they're going to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
Going to be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears and Rashawn Johnson making their way out now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Williams from the gun. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A certain variation of this play has really become synonymous with one team. And you know who I'm talking about, the tush push over there in Philly. But at its roots, this has been one of the offense's greatest plays long before Jalen Hurts and those Eagles put their own stamp on it. So simple to run, so tough to stop.
And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Well, nobody could guard Michael Thomas when he set the record of 149 catches during that 2019 season. And they've had even less luck guarding him this year. That's his 150th catch. And he replaces Thomas as the new single-season record holder. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lead by 14. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2, and now their 2nd conversion, so you've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here's Johnson again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete right side. Burton has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Johnson. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Finds Barkley underneath. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Hurts to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he is on 3rd and short. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. So after the play, trainers headed out. A member of the Bears out there in some discomfort. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. On 4th down, Hurts. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a first. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the play fake, gets Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Looking to tack on 2 more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line. They're going to try and throw it here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Ruben Hipple like the 2nd with the pick. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
Here's Duvernay on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Bears with the ball, but they enter the 4th at a massive deficit. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs. We've set it downs from 37. Hurts on 1st down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go to Barkley again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Hurts now on 4th. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slips through their fingers as they turn it over on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Williams to throw on 1st. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. Williams set to pass. That's more of the catch out left. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
That's the 1st down, and he's still going. Galloping inside the 40. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Throwing now out of the shotgun. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns downs behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down. Now Williams. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Going deep here for the end zone. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This is a heater going deep. He's got it at the 30. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked by T.J. Edwards. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
To throw is Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. On now comes their punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Blitz is there, and he goes down. Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Play action. Hurts has it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. LeBron, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. They'll go. Hurts. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
1st down throw by Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Secured by Burden on the slant. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 2nd and 3 now. Stick it in the air, it's Williams. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Here's Williams again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Again, it's Williams. Pass brought in by Burden. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. On the move, hit it right. The Bears get it back to within 2 possessions. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Williams trying to throw for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Robinson with the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Hurts to throw. Fits it through the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great win.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
He finds Brown right side. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
All set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now Hurts getting his guys set for this 2-point play. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the 2-point conversion. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
The Bears about set for their next possession. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
The lateral goes haywire. It's out. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got more. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Williams with a sneak. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Bears, 1st down.
Williams to throw on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Johnson on 2nd down. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. On the ground again with Johnson. Tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Bears trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. So Ben Johnson makes the call. He's leaving his offense out there. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Got his man. That's Brown again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, when a defender can get his hand on a pass in any way, good things usually happen.
Hurts on 3rd and 2. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. And I'm just going to say, Brock, if you find yourself mentioned in the same breath as Calvin Johnson as a pass catcher, you've done something right. Well, what he has just done is break Johnson's single-season receiving record and place the 2 of them next to each other in NFL history. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Going with a screen to Johnson. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
Williams from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
That one's nabbed by Komet. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
To the air yet again. Williams. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Sticking to the air here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. Buys time, rolling right. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles flying. It's a win for the Eagles. And I doubt they're going to be doing much shopping today, Brock. Probably more ice baths and relaxation ahead after getting the victory on this Black Friday.